Today is not a day to be outside on the West Coast. This is the afternoon sky in Vancouver. The mountains and skyline are shrouded in smoke, and there isn't a glimmer of sunlight to be seen. Good evening and thank you for joining us. The wildfire emergency in the United States has created a hazardous situation for people living in British Columbia. Environment and Climate Change Canada has issued air quality advisories for much of the province, but the health risk is highest throughout southern BC. People with respiratory and heart conditions, as well as those with diabetes, are being told to avoid or reduce outdoor activities. The same goes for pregnant women, infants, children, and older adults. There are also concerns for the well-being of homeless and socially marginalized people who may not have adequate shelter. The health risks in Western Canada are serious, and in the days ahead, other parts of the country could be affected by the smoke. But south of the border, the emergency is far worse. At least 33 people have died, and that number is likely to rise. As Mike Drolet reports in our top story tonight, the environmental disaster won't get any relief until the rains arrive.
The sun may be shining on the U.S. West Coast, but few have seen it through the thick black smoke that has blotted it out.
A horror. Horrible. You don't know whether your home's going to be there when you get back.
More than 100 fires up and down the coast continue to set records. Last week alone, Oregon saw double the area burn that it normally sees in a year. And 3 of the 5 largest wildfires in California history are burning right now.
You know, this thick smoke coming up from Oregon, Washington, and California is essentially relentless at this point.
The winds are pushing the smoke inland and north into Canada. In parts of British Columbia, the air quality index is at its maximum. The smoke's so thick, it's as if the fire is burning nearby. BC and Alberta have been affected the most, but the sheer size of the smoke field threatens to make this a national event.
Starting tomorrow, in a substantial way, you know, making its way through southern Saskatchewan, possibly as well affecting Manitoba, Ontario, and even Quebec.
In the Pacific Northwest, officials admit they won't be able to contain the fire until the winter rains arrive. In the meantime, it's an environmental disaster that is set to become a political flashpoint when President Donald Trump, who denies climate change as a factor in the fires, visits California on Monday.
It's about forest management and other things, but forest management.
Trump will tour some of the disaster zones, but all eyes will be on how or if he's received by California's governor.
This is a climate dam emergency.
And Los Angeles' mayor, who said on CNN when he needs advice on matters of science, he doesn't listen to the president.
Talk to a firefighter if you think that climate change isn't real. And it seems like this administration are the last vestiges of the Flat Earth Society of this generation.
Causes aside, what the West Coast needs right now is help. Mike Drolet, Global News.